let's start with you, Mr. Estevez. You wrote this, and it's been an 11-year journey?
That's right, 11 years. This started in 2007 with an essay in the LA Times written by former librarian Chip Ward. And what he detailed in the essay was that libraries have become de facto homeless shelters, and librarians have become social workers, which is not what they went to library school to be taught, right? And in fact, that was the name of the article, and in a longer form was what they didn't teach us in library school. So I had done a bulk of my research for another film called Bobby at the downtown public library, and so I knew kind of what Chip Ward was talking about. And I was looking for a follow-up to Bobby, and I began to research this, inspired by the piece. And I was originally going to set it in Los Angeles, but weather became an issue as the script developed, because I think what's interesting about libraries, and we can get into this, but they're sort of the intersectionality of everything that we are experiencing right now. All of the large global issues of our time. It's climate change, homelessness, mental illness, opioid epidemic, the racism, class divide, and it all comes colliding and together in a common place, which is under the roof of your local public library. And so if you haven't been to your library lately, I recommend you go, because it's not the same library that you remember as a child.
The irony of here you have this homeless man, and everyone is looking at the homeless people as being the crazy, dangerous people, and they just want to stay warm. They're not trying to really make a political statement. They just, look, we got a bright idea. We're going to stay here. It's freezing outside. There's nowhere to go, right? So like a no-brainer. And then when they realize that they're being pulled into, when he realized that he's being pulled into a much bigger message, and it can be dangerous, it doesn't become as funny to him anymore. But at first, it's innocent. That's where the humor comes from. It's like, look, we want to stay warm. We're going to stay in the library. Like, let's have a slumber party in the library. It comes from it comes from that warm fuzzy thing inside of us that makes us giggle. But then you got this storm brewing outside, and it's political. It's dark. It's financial. It's all kinds of crap going on that makes it dark and ugly.
What I love about this is it's a really interesting ensemble where everyone is sort of projecting an agenda, but the irony comes from where the intersection between agenda and humanity kind of began.
Yes.
But that's also the comedy of being a human in an animal world.
In a scary situation.
Ideals, but sometimes the action of those ideals counterbalance our own fears, and they limit us. And so I like that each character in this film is sort of trying to push through their own agenda to get back to their human, and I think that is a really great journey, and also sort of super rich and fun to play with as an actor.
And it was important for me, to play this type of character, and then to see that there is hope, that there is a possibility of people learning, of people changing, and getting a new perspective through all the experiences that happen in the course of this movie.
It's been 32 years since I've done a movie inside of a library.
Wow.
Right? But I got a new club now.
Yes.
I got a new club.